If you work in the water treatment market and you offer purifiers to your end customers, have you ever been told that the market for these systems is saturated? And what if I told you that the numbers instead say the exact opposite? Why am I saying this? Because the water treatment market in Italy is not saturated. It's the same in Europe. It's not saturated. In fact, it's growing. And obviously you'll ask yourself, yes, Fabio, but how can you say that? Well, I went and analyzed some data, and now I want to show you what this data says. You see many water treatment operators who offer water purification systems complain, saying that the market is saturated, saying that now everyone is jumping in, everyone is doing water purification and so on, which on one hand is true because it's a very attractive sector, but does this, let's say, movement towards this sector really mean that the market is saturated? Okay? Everyone says by now, everyone has a system, there's too much competition, but the reality, the true reality supported by official data says the opposite. Because in reality, the Italian market for water filtration and purification machines has been in structural growth, imagine, since 2012, and forecasts say it will grow also in 2026, 27, 28, 29 until 2037. Consider that in 2012 the market was worth just over 327 million euros, while in 2023 it exceeded 572 million euros, and in 2028 it's expected to reach 583 million euros in total value. We're talking about a growth of 78% in 12 years. This is not a random growth, it's not a growth to be ignored, because this isn't even just growth anymore. It's what's called a trend, meaning it's a market movement that can no longer go back. It's as if it has passed a point of no return. And pay attention, this data concerns everything that is industrial professional water purifiers. So not, or rather for families, but not the water purifiers you find at the supermarket or that you find on Amazon or in some other place, so the budget ones. We're talking about actual water purifiers connected to the water main. This growth concerns everyone working with restaurants, hotels, offices, industries, canteens, gyms, bars, beauty centers, healthcare facilities, families, and so on, so all sectors. But what does it mean for you who offer this type of system as a job? It means you're in a living market, expanding and still with huge margins for penetration. So you're not trying to sell in a dead sector, or even worse, almost in a static sector. You're trying to position yourself in a sector where people who have a method, where people who have vision, people who have, let's say, experience, can even double their turnover in the next 24 or 48 months. But there's more, because the report I analyzed right here at the fair, so it's a fresh report, a report coming from the industry, I didn't make it up, shows that demand is driven by strong structural factors, okay? Factors that cannot change, such as the growing sensitivity towards the environment, sustainability, the increase in European and Italian regulations on water quality, the alarm over pollutants like PFAS, for example, the rising costs related to bottled water and logistics, and the growing pressure on businesses to reduce environmental impacts. All these factors push the end customer towards higher quality systems, professional systems. And so who can guide the customer in this direction? You, because you're already in this industry. So those who know the product, who know how to listen to the customer, who offer real solutions, not those who obviously sell the free purifier, those who lead the market can really make a great profit. So next time you think the market is saturated, that the market is over, remember that in 2023, almost 245 million euros worth of systems were sold in Italy alone. And by 2028, these volumes will more than double, okay? And someone will sell these volumes, someone will install them. The question is, do you want to be that person or not? Now, it's not enough to know how to assemble these systems to be able to install them, but you need to know how to communicate and how to differentiate yourself, because obviously competition has increased. So it's important that you know how to stand out. But you see that ahead, if you know how to differentiate yourself, if you have products that stand out from the crowd, you can really do great numbers, okay? You need to become the expert the customer calls, and not just the salesperson, because all this growth will bring more confusion. So those who know how to leverage this growth with the right products and the right communication will certainly come out on top. This video is coming to an end. If you want to know more news and other, let's say, clues about how the water dispenser market will go, I invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the bell button to receive notifications every time a new video arrives. See you in the next one.